you're an online coach and you are currently struggling to get clients, I might have the answer for that. Or better said, I have the answer for that. And I'm gonna be uncovering here in this exact video the exact system I use with my clients, and this system was able to generate them over $4.2 million in revenue for the past 2 years. And I'm gonna be uncovering everything without leaving anything on the table. And this is really important because things aren't working the same way they were working like 2024, 2023, or even 2020. Things are way different now, and I see that people, even like gurus teaching online coaches how to do things, they are misunderstanding something, and is that things evolve. And nowadays with AI and with everything that's going on, things evolve really quickly. You need to be like very, very updated. Like week to week, you need to know what's working on the market. And I'm going to be showing you exactly that. So without further ado, let's get into this video, right? So, as I said, I'm going to be revealing the system I use to scale the coaching businesses right now in 2025, and that will still be working for all 2025. You are still on time, right? So, first of all, you need to understand something, right? Nowadays, in 2025, trust is at an all-time low. Like, people are not trusting things the same way they were trusting in, like, I don't know, 2023, even 2024, right? Because there's a lot of coaches right now on the internet. Of course, there's a lot of demand, but there's also a lot of offer. So you need to understand that. And in order to use that information to your business, you need to understand that the old cold funnels don't work. You know that time ago people were using, and nowadays people are using, and maybe you are using VSLs, very specific and automated funnels that get the client through a system that is your own system, and that is not working right now. Why? Because this is really, 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 really important. Let me mark it for you. So nowadays, clients are not buying coaching. Clients are buying a coach. So they don't need it, they don't want your program. They don't want your system. They want you. So you are the special thing in order for them to achieve their desired outcome. Because there's a lot of people offering, for example, if you are a fitness coach, let's say, most of my clients are fitness coach, right? So if you're a fitness coach, you don't offer training and nutrition. You offer yourself with your experience and your guarantee that you are gonna be able to get the client from point A to point B without the things that they think they need to do. For example, like having very strict diets or being all day in the gym or whatever, right? So that's really, really important. So what do? Nowadays, you need to show your day-to-day. It's really important to show your day-to-day on social media. And don't get me wrong, this is not a video about posting on social media, nothing at all, right? I'm going to be uncovering all the system, but you need to be posting day-to-day. And why is that? That is because you need to understand that nowadays, in order to generate trust, it needs to happen in sequences, right? So it's said, and it's also in the experience that people need 11 touches, 4 platforms, and also at least to spend 120 minutes, which is like 2 hours with you. What do I mean by this? I mean that if people are not engaged with you, like I said here 11, but 7, 8, 9, 11 times with you, and they don't see you at least in 4 platforms, being, for example, YouTube, Instagram, your website, and email, for example, right? Or maybe TikTok, I don't know, but you don't need TikTok, to be honest, to get high quality clients. If that doesn't happen, you won't get clients. But if they spend this amount of time with you, you'll be able to generate the trust we are seeking here. And with that trust, people are going to be eager to buy from you. And that's really important. So nowadays, if you need to have something in common is that you need to shift the focus from transactional to a trust-based system. Years ago, and even nowadays, I see coaches not doing well, but using the system, that they are doing things in a transactional way. They are just sending the Calendly link or the Zoom link to go in a call, or maybe cold calling or outbound or outreaching. That used to be working like years ago, but that's not working nowadays. That's not working the best way it could. So nowadays, as you need a trust-based system, you need to understand the trust cycle. So we are shifting here from transactional to trust-based, right? So in order to go from here to here, you need to understand the differences. So in the transactional method, the method people are using right now, it's currently relying on outdated and ineffective sales tactics, and that doesn't work, right? And also it requires from you that you need to be just expecting that someone will buy from you. Instead, with a trust-based system, you'll be able to have people genuinely asking for you to help them in their process, because they see you in different places. So that's why the platform engagement and the multiple interactions across platforms is really important, because that way you'll be able to build a relationship. So you'll be able to build a relationship that prioritizes connection and rapport with the coach, with you, right? And that way they see you as an authentic person. So it's people, or your ideal client, your ICP, sees you as a person that they can trust. And if they trust you, they'll be in the need to be helped by you, because you are the one that can be their bridge from point A to point B. So that's really, really important. Once you understand this, you need to understand something that people aren't saying right now. And I know that internet is full of people saying that you need to get leads, cold leads, automation to get leads. By the way, nothing wrong with automation. I automate almost all the system with my clients, but the system will be here. And that's a different thing from getting the attention. So once you get the attention here and you get the trust from your clients, for your potential clients, you need to make sure that they become followers. And I know that maybe you're thinking like, I don't really want followers on social media, and I get you. I don't want you to get followers just for a vanity metric. Like I have 1,000 or I don't know, 400,000 followers on social media. That's not needed. But you need to understand that if you use paid ads, like for example, Meta ads, you will be paying for followers. You won't be paying for cold leads, because people are just collecting emails. But those emails don't mean that you will have the connection with your potential customer, because they don't really feel your authenticity. So that's why if you get followers here instead of getting leads, you'll be able to nurture them in the next phase. So if you are getting followers in like, I don't know, 2-3 euros per follower. I use euros because most of my clients, not all, but most of my clients are for Europe. But if you are getting like 2.5 dollars per follower, that's okay. If you are getting less than $1, you are doing perfect. Most of my clients are getting them for less than $1, but it doesn't even matter. Even if you like, let's say a crazy number, if you have a follower for $6, that's not a problem, because that follower is going to be at least worth $60, 65, 75. And that's really like a low point. Most of my clients get an average LTV, like the lifetime value, of at least 500 euros, which is like $600, something like that. So make sure that you know how to acquire those followers. And in order to do that, yes, if you want me to do an exact video how to make ads for getting those followers, just let me know in the comments, but that's another video. So if you get those followers that are worth at least 10x, and that's really easy, to be honest, really easy. Like, we are in an era of, like, internet is on easy mode, to be honest, but you need to know the systems. So then you're gonna be introducing those followers into your ecosystem, and the ecosystem is gonna be consisting of reels, DMs, and stories, nothing more. You're not gonna be like running crazy retargeting ads and spending a lot of money. By the way, the money you're gonna be spending here is gonna be nothing compared to the money that you're gonna be getting from those clients. So you are just gonna be posting reels. Of course, you're gonna be posting strategic DMs like story blocks and storylines. I explained that in previous videos. If you go to the channel, you can see a full video of like 35 minutes, I think, explaining all my exact strategy, leaving nothing on the table. And that's going to be combined with stories. Like, stories will go to the DMs, and then in the DMs, you will have a system with your setter or your closer, right? So, as I said, and as I stated before, it's really important that trust and long-term conversions are really important right now, because if you have trust from your potential customer, and if your potential customer thinks that you are the person that can help them, there's no way, like I'm telling you, there's no way they won't be in the need to have been helped from you, right? So if you need to have a flywheel in mind, you have the following, right? So first, let's see here. First, you will attract people, right? So you will draw potential customers, and that will be followers, but potential customers to your profile. Then you're gonna be posting stories so that you can get DMs, initiate conversations, and then not only in the reels. That's what people get wrong. Like, in the start of this video, I told you that people are doing, or maybe you are doing things wrong. And the first thing is that people are trying to nurture and trying to put information out there, making reels, and that doesn't work, because that's not a place to nurture people. You're gonna be attracting them, you're gonna be sending them to the DM, and in the DM it's gonna be you or your setter that's gonna be nurture and developing those relationships with your followers, so that then you can qualify them, identify which followers are the valuable ones, and then you can put the offer in front of them so that they can buy for you, right? So, that being said, first you need to have trust from your client, as I told you. Then you're gonna be using those leads, and then next up we have here, we're gonna be using the system I use with my clients, and I'm gonna be uncovering the exact system, right? So, as I told you, the old funnels don't work, and what I want to explain here is that those funnels are not working for a reason, and it's that they are static funnels. They are funnels that are not suited to the clients, right? So those funnels are made for you, and you want your clients to pay attention to those funnels, to those strategies, to those content that you put on social media. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Right now, your system needs to adapt to the lead, and not the other way. Right now, people are making the lead adapt to their own system, and that doesn't work at all, because the lead doesn't want to be sold. Like, we as humans like to buy from people. Like, I'm sure you like to buy things, but you don't want to be sold. So that's really important. So don't use cold BSLs. It's okay to use BSLs with a specific strategy that I will show you, right? It's okay to use BSLs, but don't use cold BSLs. Use them with a purpose, right? So you're gonna be not using BSLs, and not using BSLs on the first part of the funnel. Then you're gonna be capturing leads via Instagram, right? Instagram ads, and with leads, I mean, as I told you, followers, then you're going to be sending personalized DMs with ManyChat, for example, or your closer, and you're going to be sending a video, like a straight video recorded by you, that's going to be really human and that can build trust with your potential customer. Just record it with a phone. You can put it on ManyChat or send it to your setter so that he can do all the process, and then you're going to be nurturing that person. So in order to nurture them, you're going to be sending a relevant YouTube video. And that's why I'm telling you it's important that in 2025 you upload YouTube videos. Not to be YouTube famous. Like, for example, me in this channel, I have 3 other channels, but I don't want to be like YouTube famous. I just want to attract my ICP. So if you are in this part of the video, are 15 minutes 42 seconds, you are probably my ICP. And if you want more information from me, or if you want me to help you directly, like a consultation call, or maybe you want me to run on your system, you will find a way to connect with me. Maybe you will go to my YouTube channel and the link, and you will book a call there, or you will just send me a message. And that's really important, right? You don't want to be like YouTube famous. You want to attract your ICP. So that's why I encourage you to start a YouTube video, but do it with a purpose, right? So if the client is ready and you think that he's already nurtured, you just make a call, right, with the client. And if he's not, continue nurturing the client. So if we need to see the flywheel here, you will make sure that the system adapts to the lead, as I told you, but it's going to be ads on Instagram, right, here, ads on Instagram, then you get DMs, then you send YouTube video to nurture, then you make a call, and then the people or your potential customer will convert and will give you money, right? Dollars, euros, whatever you want, right? So, next up. The next one is going to be something really important that people don't understand, and most of my clients, of course, I work with clients that are making at least 10K per month because that's the only way I can really scale to a higher level their business. If not, I also do consultations, but just one-on-one consultation for people are making less than 10K to get fast to those 10Ks, to be honest. And is that you need to put profit first. Right? So profit is better than revenue. I'm sure you know that, but it's better to have 40K, let's say euros, but for example in dollars, right? It's better to have 40K with 80% margin than having 100K with 20% margin. This is just vanity metrics. Oh, I'm making 100K per month. Okay, you are making 20. Right? I rather make 40 and make like, this is 32, something like that. Yeah. So put the ego aside. You don't want to be like the best online coach with results in social media. You want to be the coach that's getting the best clients, and that's getting the most amount of money to your business, so that you can reinvest even in you, in your business, in a better life, in, I don't know, index funds, whatever you want, but make your life better. So if you want to make your life better, profit goes first, right? Not revenue. Profit was first. And this is really important. And I know that this is like a ego curation thing, but that's really important. So I'd rather have, and that's why I preach with all my clients, I'd rather have a small team with a simple system, and that way I will have less stress and real scalability. And that's really important. Like, if you have a predictable system, you will have a predictable income. So if you want to make more money, you just put more money into ads, as I told you here, and you just start the flywheel. That's it, right? So that's the thing. If you are, as I told you, if you are making 40K and getting 32, it's way better than getting 20K. And that's one thing that we don't emphasize. Yeah, we don't emphasize often. But if you have a small team and you have less stress, and you have, your system is really simple. Like maybe you can have, I don't know, half the clients here, right? So less stress, less headache, and more scalability, which means more profitable business. You are not only getting paid in money, you are also getting paid in quality of life. And that's sometimes, with my clients, I see that sometimes it's even more important to have quality of life than just having money. Of course, you need to have money, but sometimes just having your mind in peace and also getting a lot of money, at least like 20K a month, it's way better, right? So, yeah, that being said, that was the system, but the core system, the core is the initials of the system I use with my clients, right? If you need to make like a very, 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 very simple, like a simple image of this of this video, is gonna be, first of all, you need to adapt to the lead. Your system needs to adapt to the lead. That's first of all, adapt to the lead. Second, involve your audience, build trust, right? Later. Then focus on profit, as I told you. Revenue sells for nothing, focus on profit, and then be able to have an evergreen funnel. And the funnel is going to be really easy. It's going to be just having an Instagram DM, right? From a follower. I'm not very good on writing. So first you want to have a follower, then the follower is going to make a DM, then the DM is going to be to the setter, and you're going to be able to nurture that client. Then you're going to be sending a YouTube video, right? And then that YouTube video is going to be sending them to a call, and then if they are good fit, they will become a client, so they will give you money. That's simple, but you need to apply. Like, this might sound simple, but most of the clients that go that go just through the flow don't really get that. So you need to have a coaching that's scalable. And as I told you, if you have a predictable system, you have a predictable business. So all in all, that's the system. Adapt to the lead, involve your audience, build trust, focus on profit, evergreen funnels, so the funnels that never stop, and don't spend don't spend more money on ads than you need. So you can spend like 1,000 a month on ads, but if you implement well this system, at least you are getting 3K from those 1,000. And if you are doing things right, like, let's be honest, you're gonna be getting like 5 to 7K. And just try it. Don't trust me. Just try it. So all in all, that's it. That's the whole system. I hope this finds you in a way that you can really implement this exactly in your own business right now, right? So if you have here, those 4 steps, your job here is to just follow this, implement this, and the most important thing is that once you implement, you're going to be on the need to iterate every single thing you try in this system. So just try it and let me know if it works for you. If you want me, as always, if you want me to help you one-on-one, I help really small amount of people. But if you want that, just search for it. I'm not gonna tell you how. Maybe you can search in my YouTube channel how to book a call, but I'm not gonna be letting like exact link here. Do the work. So that being said, see you in the next video.